let's talk about Zoom surveys.
Zoom surveys. Yeah. Okay. So my opinion is nobody wants to take a survey, right? I mean, like, why do you take a survey? Usually you take a survey either because you've been given some incentive to, or because you're mad and you want to like give some feedback. But I think Zoom has done a couple of smart things here. One, it's a no extra cost to their paid users. And this may shock you to find out, but I do listen to the 6 5 podcast, and I heard you guys talk about Zoom earnings this morning. And one of the things that probably really affected their earnings is the fact that they're giving away their AI to their paid users for free. I guess free for paid users is
Yeah.
sort of a oxymoron, but this is something that is free to their users. And if you can capture somebody in the environment where they're already operating to gather some data, and it's in the interface where they're already, kind of, it's a part of their workflow. I think you're probably better off. You're going to get a higher likelihood of the participation there if it's right there in front of you. I also think it's really smart for things like contact centers, because when you have an experience in a contact center and you get an email, even if it's 20 minutes later, you may forget what exactly, like what SKU it was you were talking about, or what your problem was. Or usually it's just like you get asked to do a happy face or a sad face or whatever. That's not giving you that much data. You need more data than that to actually improve your customer service. So this is just, kind of more like real-time feedback, and they can do polls and different solutions, but it's just another kind of added on thing that it's available in meetings, webinars, and as a standalone option, and no additional cost for their paid users. So it's again also just sort of, and you can kind of look at this one or two ways. It's adding more value to what Zoom customers already have. It's also, I think we talked about this when they did Zoom Docs. It's like, how many things are they going to get into, and be able to really concentrate on what they're really good at.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your take on this?
Well, I'm wondering if this is a replacement for Qualtrics and SurveyMonkey, or just something, a little bit different.
Yeah, I think SurveyMonkey and things like that is like, if you have to toggle back to something else, you're not going to stay within the platform and do it immediately. So, I mean, that is something that you hear Zoom talk about a lot, which is they're kind of reducing this toggle tax. And so it keeps you within the platform, it's immediate, and then you have the data within the platform so that it's immediately measured against that survey or that webinar not that survey, that meeting or that webinar or that group of people. And it doesn't have to be like integrated through different APIs to try to figure out, match all these different things together. You just get the data all within the platform.